Yeah, look at my 12-12 mark. I might actually mill myself if this market back walker dies. Well. What's up, friend, and welcome back to another Eater Drift standard video. And today we are going to have a look at a deck list that has basically become my new deck to climb the ladder with, because it is so incredibly powerful and my win rate is super high with this deck. I would say this is basically like a combination of a Selesnya Cage deck and also the Selesnya Milk and Cookie deck list, which is kind of like artifact focused. This is basically a Selesnya counter deck that I feel like is built around Marketback Walker. At least that's one of the most powerful and significant cards in this deck list for me, alongside the new Bright Glass Gearhulk as well. Now, I will have to be honest, I wasn't really a Marketback Walker believer at all till I ended up playing with the card, and man, this is good. I would almost go as far as to say it's busted. Marketback Walker is an XX artifact creature construct. It enters with X 1/1 counters on it. For 4 mana, you can put a 1/1 counter on this creature. We don't really do that. But the most important thing, when this creature dies, draw a card for each 1/1 counter on it. So we have a lot of ways to give 1/1 counters to this thing. One of them is Innkeeper's Talent. At the beginning of combat on your turn, you put a 1/1 counter on target creature control. Level 2, you give permanents with counters on the board 1. And then level 3 is kind of like a doubling season. So Marketback Walker really thrives with the Innkeeper's Talent because you can just keep feeding it 1/1 counters. It keeps growing. And at some point, like I think the most cards I've drawn with this thing were like 12. Imagine drawing 12 cards in a Selesnya deck. Kind of unheard of, but in this deck list, it's super possible. We also play Ashlizzlle, the Shattered Spire, which basically gives an additional 1/1 counter to a artifact or creature if a 1/1 counter gets put on it. It's another way to really fastly like grow that Marketback Walker. We're playing things like Sentinel of the Nameless City. When it enters, you create a map token, and that map token, you can use that on your Marketback Walker to explore and potentially give it another 1/1 counter as well. To kind of see how things are like growing in that sense. With all these artifacts, we're also playing Teething Wormlet, which just synergizes super well with this deck list because it gets a 1/1 counter if an artifact enters the battlefield that turn for the first time, and every time an artifact enters, it gains 1 life, which is also pretty significant against like aggressive decks. But yeah, the Teething Wormlet can grow super large in this deck list as well, with all these artifacts and ways to like shove 1/1 counters on it and all that stuff. Now, one of the cooler things in here is that it's also a Bright Glass Gearhulk deck. So Bright Glass Gearhulk, 4 mana 4/4. When this creature enters, you may search your library for up to 2 artifact, creature, and or enchantment cards of mana value 1 or less. Reveal them, put them into your hand, and shuffle. So the coolest thing is that the Marketback Walker can be grabbed with the Bright Glass Gearhulk because technically it has 0 mana. So that is just one of the cooler things you can do in here. You could also grab a Goldvein Hydra, which can be a great finisher. There is also a way for you to grab Duskrose Reliquary. The Duskrose Reliquary is really spicy in this deck because you can sacrifice your Marketback Walker to pay for your Duskrose Reliquary. It's an additional cost to cast a spell. You have to sacrifice an artifact or a creature. You can sacrifice, I don't know, like Landware Elves, map tokens. If you sacrifice a Marketback Walker, it's a way for you to basically guarantee cards off of it, which can be a really cool interaction as well. And yeah, outside of that, it's just super explosive. You know, Paw-Batch Recruits are also really good in here because they have Trample. So ways to feed, 1/1 counters onto a creature with Trample is never bad. It also is a great way for you if your opponent is like removing something to keep the 1/1 counters on your creatures, and goes especially hard with like the Ashlizzlle. So yeah, it's like a perfect mixture of like kind of 3 different Selesnya decks, and it just works so incredibly well. Like the sideboard also has a lot of really cool like tutor cards that you can grab with Gearhulk, like Basilisk Sculler for life gain, Ghost Vacuum for graveyard hay, Lava Spur Boots against control decks when you can really benefit from the haste on things. So it just does a lot. It's very flexible. I like the the toolboxy aspect of the Gearhulk and the explosive turns that are possible with 1/1 counters. So now let me share the win rate that I have in the deck list using Untapped.gg. If you want to use Untapped.gg to track your own games, you can download that with a link in the description below. But yeah, as you can see, 11-2. Like 11-2, I feel like it's just so well positioned against such a wide variety of decks in the format. I am climbing it all the way to like top 360 from like the low percentages. And yeah, I cannot wait to see how much further this deck list can, you know, carry me to the top of the ladder. Like, it's just so powerful, so much fun to play, and Market Walker is an absolute sleeper card. Like, I'm gonna shove this in a ton more, like, artifact deck lists and see how much further I can potentially break the card, because it is so strong. So yeah, without that being said, let me now convince you about the power of the Market Walker by diving right into the gameplay, and you can see it for yourself. And yeah, with that being said, if you want to check all the games, you can check them out over my VOD channel, Ashlizzlle VODs, which is linked in the description. And yeah, with that being said, let us get started and let's dive right into some Selesnya counter action. Okay. We doing well with cookies? Nice. Mirror gamers. Yeah, I think cookies is probably pretty good against bounds. Oh, okay then. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. This is probably the, what is it, the mirror control deck, isn't it? Fucking hell. Teamer with Volkswagen, Roxanne, and Doppelgang. Yeah, I remember that Bessie like having sent us like that Teamer Overlord pile in the Twitter DMs. But I didn't check it out though. Getting my ass like ready to get blasted by a fucking board wipe. Let's go. Oh, first this. Innkeeper's talent carry. We believe. Oh. Stock up is good though. Yeah, for now. Yeah, this is called Llanowar Elf Solo Challenge, where Llanowar Elf is just going to solo the opponent. Doing a pretty good job. It's done all the damage so far, so... doing good. Oh god. On the way. They're gonna get rid of my sentinel, right? Shit. Eat it, yeah, like the Stonebrain effect on that's so tough. Krelv. Ooh, wait a second. Ooh. Alright, so we would draw 6 cards if this thing dies. Oh. Well, it might be too much to ask for something to die. Also, then again, do they not do, like, demon shenanigans? Either way. We'll see how that plays out, I guess. Disgusting. I mean, it would be nice. I would love to draw some cards. Well, lands are colorless, so if they block with a reef, you know, not much we can do about that. Liliana after playing Doomsday Jays, a disgrace, I know. It's on my list of decks to check out too, though. Like, I gotta. Everybody's playing it, you know? Yo, chat. We draw 7 cards. All right. Okay. That was kind of wild. Boogies? Kind of can't believe that just happened to us. Can't believe they gave us that. But okay. Wait, what? That's so strange. I cannot believe they gave us that. I was like, they're surely waiting on like an exile effect or anything of the sort, right? But okay. I guess they don't. Wow! Yo! Market Walker carry. 4 cards in hand and a control player. Yeah, what a strange feeling. I feel like this deck could definitely be cleaned up a little bit more though as well, but we'll get to that at some point. Let's run it. Alright, let's do this. Immediately dreams of steel and oil. Okay. Well, I guess we're gonna grab my market back Walker if you'd like. Always feeling like a bad bitch when you do Llanowar Elves on turn 1. Ramping up. Did we slam it? Or we go greedy? I'm kind of down to go a little greedier with it, to be honest. Let's try Wormwood plus Skrelv here. I can tell they have a counter, yeah. I'm gonna lose my my market back Walker to a counter spell here. You know better than that, you know? I don't want to lose our little guy. Oh no, my market back Walker. They're locked in. They're never gonna give us that value ever again, dude. Never. Yeah, this Oil Deep Gear Hulk, it's not ideal. Anyways, if we can find our Bright Glass Gear Hulk, we could just get another market back Walker, probably. Would be nice. Not oil deal. Yeah, not definitely not. They swing here. Get ready to get board wiped, I guess. Double Innkeeper. Running the stock list, they only have 2 counters in the main, 1 3 steps, and 1 change the equation. That would line up, I guess. That would line up. Yo, look at my elves. Looking pretty. Gotta find something powerful here at some point. Whatever that might be. Totally not suspicious. Gosh, I wonder what could happen here, huh? Oh. I thought they were gonna board wipe me, but I don't think you would shoot the share of a Skrelv if you board wipe somebody. Strange. Sure. Damn, we're kind of like fucking them up a little bit. Not gonna lie. I cannot believe that, like, the thing that has dealt the most damage in not one but 2 games has been fucking Llanowar Elves. Somehow, chat. Somehow, someway, Llanowar Elves just won this game as an attacker? Like, okay. Ashlizzlle Innkeeper? I do still feel like this deck could definitely be okay without Ashlizzlle, though. I don't think it needs Ashlizzlle at all. Ashlizzlle is just a little awkward. It is an artifact, though, so it does synergize with Wormlet, but yeah. Like, this is a cute interaction, of course. Like, that's, you know, like all of a sudden we have a 5/5 Wormlet. That's definitely not bad, but of course. Here I was excited about my 5/5 Wormlet. RIP. Lockup is good, man. Good card. Yeah, I think so too, Ryan. I think so too. Alright, save us. Bright Glass Gearholt. Market Backwalker saves. Surely. This is so fucked! I got rid of it! Wait, what deck plays... I haven't seen a self-bounce deck that played multiple momentum breakers. Damn, bro. Homie's really out here drawing like 3 Storm Chaser Stallions and 2 momentum breakers. What a god. Seriously, what a god. Unreal. What a god. Okay, well, here we go. Yeah, I understand there's removal. I'm just shocked that it was like double momentum breaker like that early, that fast. That's the cooked part. Anyways, we're gonna get 4 cards here, so hell yeah. That's powerful though. Like, that's so powerful. Like, chillin' hard. Like, what? All of a sudden, we were completely done for, and then all of a sudden, boom, draw 4 cards, we're so fucking back. That's sick, though. Yeah, then again, they attack into it. Like, yeah. People are not respecting Market Back Walker, it appears, right? I take it any day, man. Any day. Disrespected. Yeah, I could even... The thing is, like... I mean, also kind of slight there. I can't even argue. Never mind. I was thinking... The only thing that I might be thinking of, instead of Skrelv, I would probably want to do the Hydra. The green X thingy that, like, when it dies, you get treasures. I think that could still synergize really well in here. Yeah, I think Skrelv is kind of meh, you know? A one-off Skrelv, I don't think it does that much for us. So... Yeah, I would personally like to see Goldfane Hydra. Or maybe even, like, what is it, like the Basilisk or whatever. That would also be good. Well, yeah. They would turn it off for a minute, guys. Just for a minute, they would turn it off. How kind. Just for a minute, y'all. Deeply unserious. Whatever that means. Silly stuff, man. Either way. Either way, let's focus on doing us. How about that? Sounds good to me. Guess who's never casting a Hopeless Nightmare again, huh? Place your bets. Place your bets. Tough, man. It's tough. Yeah. Wild Leaf Leeches definitely lose a lot of power when your opponent is... Okay. I guess they had an answer for it, so if they felt like they could get away with it. Nah, I think they just had no choice, but I had an answer at least. Anyways, they can do it twice. Whee! Man, Margaret Walker is good though. Like, this is a good fucking card. This is a good card, dude. Very nice. Yeah. Alright. Did the trick. This could work. I haven't really had a look at Tarkir much yet. I was gonna like do a whole video for my Patreon on my next day off where I go over a lot of the cards. But I haven't done that yet. This is just basically with me traveling. I was just kind of completely disconnected from spoiler season, so... Ooh, count your days. Mono red aggro. I have a Sheltered by Ghosts. Fake the fairy player. Yeah, they tried to bait people with the kind of like blue-white mage aesthetics. Can't fool us. I'm gonna make sure I'm like super protected here and we'll be okay. Have you ever tried Ashlizzlle and Simi cookies? No. You're also not playing Innkeeper's Talent and Simi cookies and stuff. Even though maybe you could try, but... I do think Market Back Walker and Simi cookies has like a lot of potential though. Similar kind of how it plays in here. Like you could play Market Back Walker on turn 2 and you could grow it with cauldrons, with like subterranean schooners, exploring onto the thingy. Rather than like, you know, giving it counters with an Innkeeper's Talent or something, you can grow it still, the Market Back Walker, without having to put mana into it. I think there's a lot of potential in that, so... Definitely gonna explore that some more as well. Anyway, yeah, I'd say they're just done for here. Like, this wormlet is huge with lifelink on it. It's very nice. Miniature Mockingbirds. I get that, but I think they're worth it. Plan Exodia, yeah. As we should. I mean, there's few things that make you feel more alive than Mockingbird copying a Heartfire hero and giving it a bunch of like Valiant triggers with exploring. And, you know, your Soul Cauldron and stuff. It does feel good. It does feel pretty good. The thing about this deck, like, I like Duskrose Reliquary, but I don't think there's a lot of things you can sacrifice to Duskrose Reliquary. It's one of the awkward parts. Like, what am I sacrificing to Duskrose Reliquary? Not this Foppish Recruit, right? Like, my only creature? That feels horrible. Can't be good. We're in a Market Gnome. Yeah, I mean, I think the idea is also that you could sacrifice your Market Back Walker to Duskrose Reliquary as well. And I guess you got, like, Sentinel map tokens. I'm gonna just play Sentinel now, and I can just get rid of the map and get rid of the Heartfire hero. Like, that's okay. Feels like a pretty good matchup, this. No Jinx, of course. Oh, they're Angie. They are Angie. Yeah, it's pretty scary, but we have good answers in hand, so... We'll just have to take 10 tiny points of damage. No big deal. No big deal. Remove schooners, but that's the thing, like, schooner is beautiful with the Market Back Walker though, right? Like, if you crew your boat with the Walker, then if you explore, you grow it, which is like why I think that Market Back Walker could actually be gas and cookies. It's like there's so many ways to put 1/1 counters on things in that deck. Or like, you know, put a 1/1 counter on the Market Back Walker with like you know, Agatha Soul Cauldron, or like sacrifice your Market Back Walker to a Gingerbrute that's grabbed with the Cauldron. Like, there's a lot of really cool shit you can do. I'm currently in like three of them. Okay. I mean, you're always in a great spot when your opponent needs to chump block with Manifold Mouse. Feels good, man. Yo, Mix, thank you for the 11. Yeah, feels good. All right, I think we did a pretty good job there. We kind of destroyed him. Work in progress, though. Oh shit. The Mirror Artifact X fun. It's actually like turning into like a win con for, or like the what is it, like Haunted Network is turned into like a win con for the Omniscient stacks. Pretty funny. Who's this DJ though? He's kind of fired. That's DJ Bubbles. He's just talented like that. You know? Us mortals, like, we can't relate. DJ Bubbles is a god. No, 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 never. Like, it's always good to see people passionate for the cookies. I mean, so am I, you know? So am I. I love that deck. I think Marketback Walker can actually be the upgrade that we're looking for. I think this opponent is just not there. Well, there can only be one of us. So... it's me. Yeah, exactly. I am she moment from Suspiria. I am she. Yeah. The greatest moments ever. Yeah, things are lining up beautifully for us right now. Holy shit. We are gaming. I'll hold for now. Dang, my Duskros Reliquary. Well, ideally, fuck. Hate that. Whatever. Alright, let's get this Access 2. And then we'll explore onto it as well, I think. Cool. Hey, so you want to get rid of my Marketback Walker and give me 3 cards? How does that sound? I mean, obviously I'm gonna get rid of this. This is actually like the rare scenario where the Marketback Walker activated ability is gonna be relevant. For 4 mana, you can put a 1/1 counter on this guy. Wow! The cheap cost of 4 mana. It worked. Crazy. The hidden interaction unlocked. Give me my cards. Thank you. So good. What the fuck? Wow! Chat, Marketback Walker is kind of the truth. I'm not gonna lie. Yo. Yo. Thanks, I guess. Isn't it a copium Dusk Legion duelist? Not at all, not at all. Not at all. I don't think I've ever had a Dusk Legion duelist draw me 4 cards. Or be tutored up, you know, by a Gearhole core, trigger your, you know, wormlets, and it's really nice. My opponent's just playing regular GB. Go 61 special. Sure. The hell. We'll do it. Wish I could get rid of that Llanowar Elf. Well, you could say that. Like, it's a good card. I will be experimenting with it in a lot of brews now. Definitely like cookies and stuff. Yeah, this card deserves some attention because that is a little too good. Or maybe like, and people in the arena are just like, just playing into it without reading the card at all. But, you know, it's showing a lot of potential. This is very nice. Wall Street doesn't want you to know about this card. That's true. Sure, it's okay. Ideally, I would have slammed Sentinel there, but we're fine. Ooh, they missed land drop. I kind of don't want it to happen to me. I'm gonna draw a card here. Worth. So let's make sure we do this right. Yeah, let's go and get rid of that Llanowar Elf, especially if they are screwed on their mana. Wait, what? Why is there a pause right now? I feel like they had something. This is now a Marketback Walker pilled community. It's true. It's true, I'm afraid. We're in this for life now. Definitely. So you guys are wrong on it. Duelist is never better than Walker for many reasons. Mostly that Standard is an environment where everybody is playing a shitload of removal. If I try to put a counter on my Dusk Legion Duelist and it gets removed in response, I've wasted 2 mana. If I put 2 mana into a Hangerback Walker or a Marketback Walker and it gets removed, I'm immediately drawing a card. Duelist has, yeah, exactly, like Duelist has never seen any serious play at all. For a reason, right? Like, it's never been that putting counters on creatures wasn't good enough. It's just the fact that, like, the Duelist always just felt incredibly awkward. It needed a whole setup to work. Meanwhile, Walker immediately gets your value. Dies to Exile. You know what also dies to Exile? Dusk Legion Duelist. It's like legit though, like no shade. at all, because it's not a bad suggestion to like look at the duelist and think like, yeah, it looks very similar. So I don't blame chat for thinking of that card, but unfortunately, like, standard just isn't shaped to the point that you can get good value out of like the Dusk Legion duelist, unfortunately. Maybe like 10 years ago it would have been a cracked card, but unfortunately standard right now is just remove everything, you know? But yeah, I don't blame y'all for thinking that like not a bad card. And it's literally not a bad card. It's just the design in the current meta just doesn't work. So don't feel embarrassed, homies. Oh my god, if we actually play against soldiers. I mean, Cavern is on human, I guess, but me and my one land against the world. Yeah, Flesh Wound, like, ultimately I think that's like the #1 thing. That like, one needs a setup and the other is just good on its own. Somehow we're literally playing against soldiers right now. That's so crazy. Interesting. Adeline, we miss you. Nah, that is so true. Fuck, I miss... Adeline was such a good card. Yeah. Rough out here. I'm gonna just win with 1 mana. Watch me. Watch me, guys. Like... One land's all I need. Yeah, remember when Soldiers was like a legitimately scary deck? Me and my 7/7 Teething Wormlet. Holy shit. Holy shit, I don't think I've ever seen anybody cast On the Job against me. Based, I guess. On the Job. Dude, I'm actually winning this with 1 mana. It's looking so tough for soldiers, not gonna lie. Yeah, you think Wormlet is on the job? See, like, listen, I'm not even gonna play that out. I'm on a mission, man. Like, I am now officially determined to win this game on 1 mana. I can do it. Who needs lands? That should be an achievement. Yeah, that should literally be an achievement. Like, win a game of Magic with 1 land in play. Competitive. Well, you know, I think we might have done it. think we might have done it. All right, we did it. We did it. Shout out to the Lenoir elves though. That was just an experiment. I just wanted to see. I just wanted to see if we could do it. Felt like BM, yeah. I just wanted to see if we could do it. No harm. We were capable. It's kind of wild. Like the downfall of Azorius soldiers should be studied. It's like that deck never lost anything with rotation. Well, Adeline, I guess. It didn't lose much with rotation, and somehow it went from a tier 1 deck to completely unplayable. It's wild. Yeah, Talia did do a lot for the deck, that's true. But still, like, they had a lot of, like, the good, like, Brothers War, you know, soldiers and stuff. They didn't play Adeline? I don't remember if they did. I didn't think they did, but... Yeah, it's wild. It's wild how it fell off like that. The white soldiers. Yeah, I remember them having like a whatever that like flying 2-drop was. That like if you had enough soldiers, everything would fly. Like that shit was powerful too. And the biggest nemesis was Shelly, who's not nearly the pillar she was when soldiers was close to tier 1. Right. So like, where the fuck is the deck? Did everybody just like collectively forget about it? I don't know. What the hell is Grand Abolisher doing here? They played Brutal Cathar. Yeah, but they got I guess I wasn't a soldier. The other guy. Yeah, I'll take my little guy. Soldier's just completely cool to Heartfire and a Manifold. Is that so, though? Like, can soldiers not have access to, like, a Knight Errant of Eos and maybe, you know, what I'm doing as well with Shelter by Ghost? Like, Knight Errant, Sheltered Shenanigans. And, I don't know, like, Smite. Probably, you could also give them access to, like, overships or whatever. I don't know. I don't remember if there's any new... I feel like there should have surely been, like, new soldiers that have come out in, like, recent sets, right? Yeah, I did use Brutal Cathar, which is gone. I did do that. Good. No, because soldiers in its last like run played the life gain card, or sorry, the life gain. Sorry, the counterspell. Right? Like it has that blue counterspell that they're splashing for in Convoke. So I don't think soldiers be cooked to that at all. See if we can put a counter on this. Or maybe not. I don't know, I don't think I'd write soldiers off, like... I'm not sure why it fell out of favor. Gonna get rid of the Cooper Code Vanguard here. Yeah, they played counterspells and soldiers. They played the blue one where you can kick it and create a human or something. Unless I'm stupid and I misremember, which that wouldn't be the first time, but I'm pretty sure to play Protect Negotiators in there. I'm pretty sure. And like you could also even go Spell Pierce nowadays and stuff. Like I'm pretty sure they played Protect Negotiators. Somebody in the Discord just hit Mythic with soldiers. Oh, for real? What was it again that like I recall one of the pro players when at the height, like at the peak era of soldiers, one of the pro players was like X is like the best card in the deck. Was it a counter spell? That was like a weird counter spell, right? Fuck, I don't remember what that thing was called. Like a 2-mana counter spell they said was like the best card in the deck. During like an interview. Was it Negotiators? I don't know if it was Negotiators. There was another like blue counter spell they played. Anyway, I don't remember. We just got board wipe, but we just refilled our whole hand, so I guess I'm chilling. Yeah. Okay, well, guess that's what I'm gonna do. Chat, I've never chilled harder. Yo, look at my 12-12 mark. I might actually mill myself if this Market Back Walker dies. Well, okay. I don't even know what's in my hand anymore. I don't see shit. What the fuck? Okay. Right. 26 cards left in my library, dude. I'm just gonna play it simple here. Silly. That was so silly. Yeah, I'll keep whatever. Dude, I need to discard 7 cards. So stupid. Okay. This is so goofy. I can't even see, man. I'm usually never in this position, so this is like babies first. I'd say. I don't even know. I don't think it will matter, but that was insane. Oh, that was div. Denitha? What the hell? Denitha Angelic Destiny? Okay, you know, I will respect that. That's pretty cool. That was one silly game. Market Walker almost milling us. Deeply, deeply unserious. Anyways. It's fun. That was fun.